Listen, once you cross 75, every little thing you say becomes a family meeting. And not the kind with snacks. You ever notice something strange after you hit your mid-70s? Suddenly, everybody in your house starts acting like you're a ticking time bomb. The way they stare at you when you try to bend down. Lord have mercy. It's like they expect your spine to come out with a pop like a loose Jenga block. That's exactly why I'm telling you this story, the story of Earl Simmons. 78 years old, sharp mind, smart mouth. Walks slower than his Wi-Fi, but still got more wisdom than half his family combined. Earl learned one thing real fast. To keep his peace, he had to keep a few things to himself. And the first thing he learned to keep quiet, his money. After 75, everybody gets curious about your wallet. Why? Who knows? Maybe they think you're packing millions from the 1960s, or maybe they think you won't live long enough to spend it. Earl said the moment he mentioned his savings, the room went silent like someone pressed pause on real life. His daughter's smile stretched like a rubber band. His grandson started Googling retirement homes, just to compare, he said. His son-in-law suddenly got real friendly, bringing him tea like he was royalty. Earl knew what that meant. He wasn't dad anymore. He wasn't Grandpa Earl. He was a walking ATM with weak knees. So Earl zipped his lips tight, because peace comes when nobody's counting your pockets except you. He kept his bank statements locked. He threw away the habit of announcing his expenses. And guess what? Life quieted down. The fake sweetness faded. The pressure stopped. But oh, honey, he didn't stop there. Because Earl realized something deeper. The older you get, the more your truth becomes everybody's business, unless you protect it. So he did. And that became the beginning of the 4 secrets that saved his dignity, his sanity, and his peace. But the second secret? That one almost exposed itself, and nearly blew Earl's whole plan apart. This one secret, if Earl had slipped once, his whole life would have turned into a family intervention. Now, listen, the second thing Earl kept secret wasn't money. It was his health, the small stuff, not the serious medical issues. Those he told. But the tiny aches, the little pains, the stuff that comes and goes like guests who don't know when to leave, he kept that quiet. Because the moment a senior says, "My knee feels weird today," the whole house turns into a NASCAR pit crew. Suddenly, someone's grabbing a walker you didn't ask for. Someone else dialing the doctor like you just fell off the roof. Someone putting you on a diet you didn't sign up for. Earl hated it. He said the stress of telling them made the aches feel worse than the aches themselves. So Earl adopted a new strategy. Don't tell them everything. Tell them what they need to know. He stretched his legs quietly every morning. He rubbed that old-school menthol balm like a mechanic working on a classic car. He took slow walks around the block without announcing it like a press conference. But one day, he almost slipped. Earl was sitting in the living room, rubbing his shoulder, not even hurting too bad. Just one of those I slept wrong pains when his granddaughter caught him. "What happened, Grandpa? Are you dying?" Good Lord, the whole family flew in like he had triggered a silent alarm. He knew right then, if he didn't hold his line, they'd turn his life into a full-time supervision program. He loved them, truly, but he didn't need a babysitter. He needed dignity, so he kept the little things to himself, maintained himself quietly, and saved his family from unnecessary panic while saving himself from unnecessary drama. Now this part of the story, this is where Earl realized something even bigger. Getting older doesn't make you weak, but telling the wrong people everything sure can make you treated like you are. And once Earl mastered this second secret, he finally felt the kind of freedom he hadn't felt in years. But oh boy, the third thing? That one was even more personal. Because Earl's third secret wasn't about his body or his money. It was about something far deeper, and if his family found out, they would have completely misunderstood.
There's a part of growing older nobody warns you about. The third thing Earl kept private: his regrets, his past, his emotional scars. When you're young, you overshare. When you're middle-aged, you explain yourself. But when you're after 75, you finally learn the power of silence. Because the fourth thing, it decides whether your family sees you as a burden or as a legend.
If older people understood this last secret, they'd save themselves from half the arguments they face at home. The fourth thing Earl kept secret? His future plans. Yep, every little idea he had, whether he wanted to travel, move, change something, donate something, rearrange something, he kept it quiet until it was final. Why? Because after 75, everyone thinks they own your decisions. You say you want to visit your old hometown? Suddenly it's, Dad, that's not safe. It's too far. What if something happens? You say you want to give a few things away? Why? Are you feeling sick? Who are you giving it to? Don't do anything without asking us. Earl hated feeling like a child who needed permission slips for everything, so he planned quietly. One day he sold his old fishing gear. Didn't ask approval. Didn't need a committee. Another day he rearranged his room the way he liked. Another day he donated half the books he didn't read anymore. And the biggest one? He planned a weekend trip to the lake where he used to take his wife when they were young. He didn't announce it. He didn't ask. He left a note on the fridge. Gone to breathe. Be back Sunday. For the first time in years, he felt alive. Not old. Not supervised. Not handled. Just human. Free. Dignified. When he returned, his family freaked out for a minute, then calmed down when they saw he was glowing, smiling, peaceful. He didn't argue. He didn't justify. He simply said, I'm old, not broken. Let me live. And in that moment, they finally understood. The four secrets weren't about hiding. They were about preserving himself. Because after 75, peace is worth more than opinions. Dignity is worth more than explanations. And freedom is the last gift you give yourself. But Earl had one more truth, one he never said out loud. The day you stop protecting your own peace is the day you start aging faster.